Hello, everybody, and welcome back to... I forgot what we called ourselves.
Mad Sports Radio?
Mad Sports Radio is the YouTube radio station. Anyways, breaking news out of the MLB. Jeurys Familia, closer for the New York Mets, has only received a 15-game suspension from the league. This is obviously about his dispute from last fall. After the season, there was an altercation with his wife.
It's on Halloween, wasn't it? I think?
It was. I think it was. It might have been around the World Series, maybe even afterwards, but I know it was around that time. So just a 15-game suspension without pay. It's gonna cost him around over $700,000. Addison Reed's obviously going to be filling in. Everyone in the Mets organization knew there was going to be a suspension looming. This, of course, the Mets have to face the NL East the entire month of April, it is a big deal regardless. It doesn't matter how many games. But I think the important thing that the Mets are probably going to have to do, if they're kind of worried about Addison Reed, is that you got to either win big or lose big.
Well, yeah, because for a 15-game span, assuming the Mets are within games because their starting pitching is so good, that could be 6 or 7 games, if not more.
It could. He had a lot of saves last year.
He did have a lot of saves. They put themselves in positions where they need to save a lot because their offense isn't incredible, but they have good pitching. They keep games close.
They had a lot of rough patches.
So that could be at the very least 6 or 7 games, if not more.
It could.
That you're going to need your closer, and so it's not make or break time. Of course, it's only April, but it's going to be a little bit of a telltale sign.
Same amount of games count.
Of course,
they count
absolutely.
the same.
Absolutely.
Trust me.
Especially when
after 2007.
Well, yeah. Well, especially when the whole month is against the NL East.
But also, I think the important thing though too is those first 9 games or first 3 series are just against Marlins, Braves, and Phillies.
Right? Yeah.
So it's not the Nationals,
right?
Which is more the important thing. I know the Braves have improved. The Marlins, obviously, they have a good lineup, but unfortunately, you're not facing Jose Fernandez, so it's not something to worry about that much. And I don't even think the Phillies staff has really improved that you're really going to have to worry about that.
Right.
And their bullpen was by far top 5, actually probably even top 3 with the Reds. I know the Reds had a terrible bullpen, so I don't think it's anything to freak out about, because if the game's close late against the Phillies, you could just bust the game open because they're probably going to their pen.
Right.
So, I don't think it's that big of a deal. I think this was probably best case scenario for them.
Definitely.
So, he's going to be there for playoffs, obviously. I think, obviously, the bigger issue that looms with the Mets is just health. But for now, Jeurys Familia, 15-game suspension without pay. We'll see how the Mets do. They face the NL East. Obviously, the whole month of April, opening day for them is April 3rd. It's right here.
Monday, right?
Right here. April 3rd's Monday, yep. I think the Yankees, you said, are on Sunday.
Yeah, they're the first game against Tampa. I think it's
against Tampa. I always thought the Champ plays. Do the Cubs play Sunday?
I could check. I'm not really sure. I thought it was completely random.
I thought every sport the Champ plays first. I know in the NFL that's a fact they do.
Yeah, that might be right. They just might not have the first game.
Maybe. Maybe they might not just have the first game. But anyways, that's that. There's not many updates. Just keep updated here for the rest of the baseball season. We'll have breaking news, updates on teams, previews, and stuff like that. So we'll keep you posted here on Martino Puccio, Matt Lasilla.